Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudire. We are with Bhishma in the last chapters of his life. He is in deep contemplation of Sri Krishna, and he is singing the Bhishma Stava. He is surrounded by hosts of Maharishis. He is looking as bright as full moon amidst the stars. He is unaware of all the gathering that is around him because his mind has been gathered within and is rooted on the form of Sri Krishna in his heart. And he has spontaneously burst forth with the Bhishma Stavarajam, where he is celebrating and worshipping Sri Krishna as the self of all, as the Sarvatma. It started with him offering prostrations to him as the self of the sun, Suryatmane Namaha, then Somatmane Namaha, Vedatmane Namaha, Yagyatmane Namaha, Stotratmane Namaha, Hamsatmane Namaha. Hamsa is that Suparna Hamsa at the end of the 1000-year Satrayagam that the Lord came as. Like that he sings of him as the self of so many different aspects of creation. Vidyatmane Namaha of the Varaha Avataram. Even Kamatmane Namaha and Stot, and then finally Kshetratmane Namaha we saw, and then we continue from there. Yam Tridatmanamatmastham Vradam Shodasha Birgunaihi Prahu Saptadasham Sankhyas Tasmai Sankhyatmane Namaha. Yam Tridatmanamatmastham Vradam Shodasha Birgunaihi. He who by Tridhatmanam Atmastam Vritam Shodasabir Gunaihi, although he is one, but by the play of three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, he becomes many. And although he is changeless, he has 16 modifications as well. And Sankhya Yoga, Sankhya Darshana actually calls him to be the 17th. To that self of Sankhya. Tasmai Sankhyaatmane Namaha. Yam Vinidra Jitashvasaha Sattvasthaha Samyatendriyaha Jyoti Pashyanti Yunjana Tasmai Yogatmane Namaha. Yam Vinidra Jitashvasaha. They who have overcome sleep, Vinidra. There are some people, the yogis have overcome sleep. Ye yam vinidra jitashvasa. They have got mastery over their breath. They have overcome sleep. Tattvastha samyatendriya. They have controlled their senses completely. And they ever abide in the self. And in this manner, what do they see? Jyotihi pashyanti. They are only seeing the radiance. And they are one with the junjanaha. Touch yogis, tasmai yogatmane namaha. Apunya punyo parame yam punarbhava nirbhaya Shantaha sannyasino yanti tasmai mokshatmane namah. Apunya punyo parame. The sages who have gone beyond punya, for whom punya and papa is over. This story of merit and demerit of punya and papa is over. Apunya punya uparame yam punar bhava nirbhaya. Who have no fear of rebirth because they are gone. All this punya papa has fallen off. They have no fear of rebirth. Shanta sannyasino yanti tasmai mokshatmane namah. Who are these people? These are the Shanta, the people in absolute peace. Sannyasi, Shanta sannyasis. Such sages, what do they attain? Sannyasino yanti. What do they attain? Sri Krishna, tasmai mokshatmane namah. He is the self of that liberation that these sages attain. Yosau yuga sahasrante pradiptarchir vibhavasu sambhakshyati bhutani tasmai ghoratmane namah. Yosau yuga sahasrante pradiptarchir vibhavasu. When 1,000 yugas end, he who takes the form of a colossal fire, pradiptarchir vibhavasu sambhakshyati bhutani, and just consumes all creation, the terrific ghoram, tasmai ghoratmane namah. Sambhakshya sarva bhutani kritva chaikarnavam jagat bala swapati yaschaikat tasmai mayatmane namah. Sambhakshya sarva bhutani, having eaten up, consumed, swallowed, burnt all creation and swallowed it. Sambhakshya sarva bhutani kritva chaikarnavam jagat. And the whole of the creation has been now only what is left? Ekarnava, the ocean of Ekarnava. There's only one massive, endless waters of Ekarnavas at the end of creation, at the dissolution, after the dissolution, after all has been, there's a massive flood or whatever you call it. In that, Bala Swapati Yaschaikat, in that, he sleeps as a small baby on a leaf of Akshaya, on a people leaf, Sri Krishna. You must have seen that picture so many times. Huh? As a baby, he's got his toe in his mouth and he's lying down in that leaf. That's after he has done all this other business of burning up the entire creation and swallowing it and all that. Then he's. It's banyan. Banyan fig, it's all fig. Right? It's a fig. Let's stick to the English. Okay, it's a holy fig tree. Okay. Sambhakshya sarva bhutani kritva chaikarnavam jagat balah swapati yaschaikat tasmai mayatmane namah. Sambhakshya sarva bhutani kritva chaikarnavam jagat balah swapati yaschaikat tasmai mayatmane namah. He is Sri Krishna. Purna was telling me that I should tell you some story which I said I left off somewhere in between. Yeah, that since it's related a little bit to, not exactly to this directly, but it's related in some sense to the Akshaya Vatam. I said that the Akshaya Vatam in Gaya, the tree, is where the final offering of the Pindas is done now. And that tree has got its roots in Prayag, its trunk in Kashi, and the crown in Gaya. In that tree, the leaf of that tree is what is by mythologically said that Sri Krishna lies asleep as a baby. That's why it's called Akshaya Vatam. Now the story is like this: the Rama and Sita and Bharata, etc., had come to Gaya to. Rama had to offer Gaya Shraddham to his father and others. So he had come there, and Sita was, and they had left Sita somewhere, and they had gone, the two of them had gone either for getting maybe provisions or whatever, so that the pindas could be made and dhanam could be done and all that. And she was sitting by the Phalguni river, somewhere nearby. And suddenly Dasharatha appeared before her and asked for, he said, I am hungry, I need dhanam, pindadana. Which rightfully she should not give, because Rama has to give, and Bharata, they have come all the way for this purpose, and they have gone to get all the, and all that, and then this man has come, father-in-law has dropped in without notice, and he's saying, I am hungry. So she said, you please wait, they have just gone, and they'll be coming any time, kind of thing. So he said, I am terribly hungry, I can't wait, you give me now. So this is dharma sankatam for her, because on the one hand, Dasharatha is asking, so she should give. At the same time, this Rama is an unpredictable fellow. What he'll say, we don't know. He has said he's coming, so he should wait. He'll have his own views on this matter. It may be in variance with hers. So she is in Dharma Sankat, and the Dasharatha is putting pressure, high pressure. So what she does, she says, okay, then she takes mud and makes pindas out of mud and offers it to him. Anna Havish Pinda only is done. No, Pindam is normally Anna Havish. That is what is offered. Yeah, rice and tea. Now, here she just made it out of the mud. He took it. And obviously he was also satisfied. Whatever it was. Whatever it was. Now, meanwhile, he went off or whatever it is, and then by the time Rama came, Rama realized that this something is missing and game is over, and Pindadanam seems to have already been done, and he has not done it, and he was quite upset about the whole thing, and he said, what is that? What is the story? So she said, this is what happened. But I didn't give Pindadanam, I only gave mud. But he took it, or whatever. So he said, this is a tall story. What Pindadana, how will he take mud and then be satisfied? What are you talking? Something is upset. He thought she's just quickly be a fast one. She's doing something is missing in this whole thing. So actually there are 5 witnesses to this whole thing. There was the Tulasi plant was nearby. There was a cow. There was a river. There was the Gayavali Brahmana. The Gaya Brahmana. In Gaya, when you do the Dhanam, you can only do it to one community called Gayavali Brahmana. The Shraddham, you have to feed the Brahmins, no. In Gaya, you cannot feed any arbitrary, you cannot take 4 people from here. The rule is that you have to feed only, there's one community there, Gayavali Brahmana, whose right it is and whose duty it is to take part in this, and they will only take. So, when Gayavali Brahmana was there, who had been summoned perhaps by Rama for this. And the Akshayavatam, the tree. These are the 5 witnesses. So she asked them to testify on her behalf to Rama that this is what I have done is true. Now the Tulasi, the river, Phalguni, the cow and the Gayavali Brahmana, all of them lied, it seems. They said she has not done something, they did not corroborate what she said. Only Akshayavatam corroborated what she said, the tree. So all this story was told to us when I was there. There was one North Indian boy who was taking us around there, told it to us in his broken Tamil, Sitama, Shabamu and all that. Okay? They know all languages little bit. So whichever language you are from, in that language they'll be able to tell you that much. So he told, and I was telling him, I know Hindi very well, you tell me in Hindi. But he was not interested in telling me in Hindi because, his business is to tell you in Tamil, you are a Tamilian, you better listen to in my broken Tamil. He is telling you all this. So there it was. So she cursed the 4 liars. Cursed Sitama, Shapamu, 4 liars. So the Tulasi plant she cursed that, in Gaya you will not have fragrance. So the Tulasi plant in Gaya is not supposed to have fragrance. The cow she cursed that you will be worshipped only from the behind. Then the Falguni river, she cursed that you will never have water. You will have water, but you will be underground. You will never have water on the surface. Till date, it's like that. You have to dig, it will be there, but it will never be there. It's that dry, bone dry. And Gayavalle Brahman, she cursed that, whatever is given to you, whatever much is given to you, you will never be satisfied. Tripti will not be there for you. So till today it is so, they say. That for Gayavali Brahman cannot be pleased. You whatever you give him, he will not be happy. Okay. So that is the story.